Hi everybody, it's Joe Matten here, live in Las Vegas for the World Series of Poker 2025. It's summer, it's hot, the action's hot, and the purpose of this video series is to document my journey at the past World Poker Tour Championship at the Wynn Hotel in Las Vegas, Nevada. And that tournament just took place. It took place in December. It feels like forever, but it really wasn't that long ago. So while I'm here in Las Vegas, I put together some segments from that tournament back in December. And so I'll be here setting up some of those segments so that there's context as the video footage is reviewed. So buckle up. I hope you enjoy it. And thank you so much for watching.
Perfect. Okay.
Here we are.
All right.
So we're pulling, there's a car in here, right?
Yeah, there's one chance left to win the car.
Okay, here we go. Whoops.
Oh, you got to pick one.
In this segment, you'll see me drawing for some amazing prizes. And the top prize, I believe, was an exotic sports car, but there's a lot of other cool things that I could have won. So check out that video.
Only one it takes to
Okay,
win.
let's see here. It's a, what is it?
What does it say?
Gold swag.
WPT swag. So you get to
Okay.
redeem that for some sweet merchandise in our prize vault.
right,
Thank you so much.
I just really want to acknowledge the World Poker Tour for putting on these fun events. You know, it really helps to elevate the player experience. It's great for the poker category all around. And for anyone that's ever considered playing in a major poker tournament like the World Series of Poker or the World Poker Tour, these are awesome events. Okay, so for this particular series, you'll see how I actually performed in the satellite. And just to remind everyone, the opportunity in the satellite was to win an opportunity to play in a $10,400 main event, which had an amazing prize pool. Like I think it was $6 to $7 million for first place. And so you'll hear about how I did there. And then also you'll hear about this free roll tournament, if you will, and whether or not I had an opportunity to place in that as well and to get into it. All right, here we are. I'm here with Ken Baker from Jacksonville, Florida, right?
That's right.
All right, we're here today for the WPT Championship, and today is a $1,000, or actually $1,100 buy-in for a milestone. Now, what's this milestone all about, Ken? How does it work?
Milestone is in this one you get 20,000 starting chips, and as soon as you accumulate 220,000 in chips, you notify the tournament director, and you automatically qualify for a seat.
And it's a seat for the main event, right?
Right.
That's a $10,005 ticket. And what's the guarantee this year? Do you remember for the main event?
$40 million.
$40 million guaranteed for total prize pool.
Chump change, right?
Right, which is amazing, right? So, okay, so that's what we're here today. So this, what you see behind us here, this is everyone getting ready for that. It was supposed to start at 3, but we're actually starting like 30 minutes late. So the other thing that's pretty exciting, and I gotta say, I wish I was part of this, but I'm not, but maybe I'll get lucky. If you take a look here, this WPT Gold, Ken, talk to us about this. It's a pretty awesome thing.
Yeah, big promotion by WPT. You sign up. Tony Dunst gave me an invite to the free roll tomorrow. $5 million. It's a serious free roll. $5 million guaranteed. $1 million up top for the first place winner, and it's a mystery bounty pool as well. It's like a free roll out of your mind. The buy-in value is $2,500, and it cost me nothing to get into it. And there also, once you make the money, there's a 1 in 5 chance you could draw a ticket for the main event as well. $10,000 entry.
It's amazing. I know you got the nice jacket. You also got that really nice backpack that came with it too, right? Yeah. So that's great. So a terrific opportunity. I don't think it's ever been done before, this type of promotion. So that's great. So I wish you all the best, Ken.
Oh, thank you. You too.
You're a very good player, so you've got a really legitimate shot to go deep. So what we'll do is on the first break here, we'll do a quick little interview again just to see how we're doing. And as long as there's breaks and we're still in it, we'll continue to do it every break for a quick little bit to update everyone. Okay. Good luck, Kenny.
Good luck.
Okay, bye-bye. This is the last time to register for this milestone tournament, and Ken Baker's still in. He's not here right now, but we've got about 8 more minutes before we have to sit down. So a couple more exciting things happening. So there hasn't been anyone yet, this is after 8 levels, that's made the milestone. because you need 220,000 in chips. I'm sitting pretty good. I've actually eliminated 4 players, so I'm sitting around 140,000 in chips. So I'm getting there. And there's also going to be a draw that's going to happen after the registration for this free roll event, which essentially is a $5 million guaranteed tournament with $1 million up top. And so basically it's free, and they're only inviting 2,500 players total. So I'm hoping that, I'll get lucky and get chosen for that as well. All right, so I'll be reporting back here on the next break, hopefully with some good news. Okay, it's Friday, and here's an update from the day prior. So I qualified for the $10,000 championship for WPT, which is awesome. So I milestoned in, got over 220,000 chips pretty quickly, actually. Knocked out 5 people overall, so ran awesome. You can see behind me, this is the WPT Gold free roll. It's a $5 million free roll with $1 million up top, bunch of bounty prizes. So I'm just about to get started in that today. So after the first break, I'll give another update here and hopefully have something good to report. Okay, so we're pausing the clock here for this free roll. We're down to, I don't even know how many players, but we're down to, it says 523, and 503 will get paid. And the bounties start when you get to the 300s, 300 players. So there's still a little ways to go for that action. I'm sitting not overly comfortable, but I'm in a decent position. So I'm only going to play premium hands since we're so close to the bubble. So hopefully I have some good news to report here. The break is coming up in another 30 minutes.
For the bubble here. Trying to sneak in there.
Here comes the flop. It's 3 clubs. None of these players have a club in their hand. It is 8, 7, 6. The ace-10 has a straight draw. We'll make it straight with a 9. Straight draw with a 5 here with Jack-4. None of these players have a club in their hand. We'll go to the turn card. It's a 3. One card to come. We could lose a player on the bubble. Here we go. It's a 3 of clubs. So the aces hold up. We are down to 503. You're in the money.
All right, in this particular video, what you're going to see in this section is Ken Baker, a good friend of mine who's in Jacksonville, Florida, very accomplished player. You'll see him wearing the 2-hand Holdem patch. This 2-hand Holdem is a new game that will soon hopefully be available in Las Vegas. It's available in Washington State right now. My hat's off to Wayne Chang for not only developing the game, because it's a labor of love. You have to get regulatory approval, Department of Justice. It's a big effort to disrupt the casino industry in a positive way. But this game is definitely going to do that. So if you go to the link here that's showing up, you'll actually see me playing the game with Wayne. So I would encourage you, if you want to get a look at this, if you normally play blackjack and some of those other games when you're not playing poker, this is going to be available in the future. You definitely want to get your eyes on this and check it out. Okay, in addition, in this video clip, you'll see that Ken Baker and myself actually made it into the $10,000 event. We were so excited about it. Hope you enjoy this particular segment. Okay, here we are on Saturday. Before I tell you what we're doing right now, I want to just close the loop on where we were a few days ago. So when we last met, we were preparing for a couple different things, right? And we actually have some good news to report. So I'll start. So I actually was able to not only get a ticket into the event I'm in here today, which I'll explain, but also I won a free roll opportunity, and I actually cashed. And Ken here has an update as well.
Yeah, I had a free roll ticket, finished 119th for 3,300, and
Awesome, yeah.
and got to pull from the consolation drum a 10K ticket into this event, the main event. And so I'm sitting down playing right now. So that's cool.
That's awesome. So this is like this is the first day of the World Poker Tour Championship, $40 million guarantee.
Yeah.
And we're sitting after the first break. Now the first break was, I've never experienced this before. I don't know if you have, but it was after the third level. Usually it's after the second level for 60-minute blinds. Have you ever experienced that before?
No.
No? But you don't care, right?
This is only my second 10K event I've ever played.
Yeah. So Ken, congratulations on your success so far in the tournament.
You too, Joe.
Yeah, thank you very much. Okay, this is my table here. Just coming back from the break. And here's the seat. Okay, so this particular group of videos outlines my experience at the main event. This is the $10,400 event that I was very fortunate to satellite into, which means that I didn't have to pay that large amount to get in, which is amazing. So in this particular tournament, what you'll see me talk about is I got two really good hands. I got pocket aces twice, so I'll explain how that went. And in addition to that, you'll get to see how I actually did in the tournament, okay? Okay, we're going into level 6, and I am kind of hurting a little bit. I got 25 big blinds, still enough here. But basically what's happened is I haven't had a lot of good opening hands. I had aces twice. One time I got beat by 2-4 of hearts, even though I raised heavy on the flop and before the flop, and the person turned a flush. So I lost about half of my stack. And then I picked up aces again, and this time I won, which was pretty good, better than losing, but didn't really win that much. But other than that, I'm kind of card dead. So hoping that things will turn around here. I'll have some good news to report on the break. All right, here we go. Okay, I'm walking now away from the tournament area at the Wynn. I was eliminated, made a min cash, and then had an opportunity to draw for another main event seat, which is such a great thing that the World Poker Tour is offering up players. I didn't get that. So now I'm going to my next tournament. It's the milestone $1,100 for another main event seat. Trying to see if I can lock up another seat as safety. If not, then I get the credits to use it in another tournament. All right, I'll report back at the break. Okay, so things didn't work out for me for the main event. But if I really put things in perspective, what a privilege to be able to play that event. It's literally one of the best poker tournaments in the world. And to not even have to pay the $10,400 entry fee because I earned my way in through the milestone, that was tremendous savings. And so losing doesn't have the financial hit that it would for most players that actually have to buy in, or if they didn't have investors to help them get into the tournament. But it still hurts, because you want to do well. So when I think about that tournament, the ace-ace versus the deuce-4 of hearts was probably the defining moment for me, where I lost a good part of my stack. And they call it running in terms of how the variance works in the game. It just didn't work out for me this time. It worked out for the other guy. Interestingly, if you want to know, he was playing a lot of hands. I think his VPIP, or how much money he was putting in the pot, was pretty high. I wasn't calculating exactly, but he was definitely around 60%. And I heard afterwards, because Cliff Josephy, who's a former final tableist at a World Series of Poker event, he told me the next day that player was eliminated soon after I was. And I'm not overly surprised because he was playing a lot of hands. He was playing very loose. And if you continue that strategy, eventually the variance will get you. So what did I do? So after that event was done, the next day I went to the Aria Poker Room, which is a great poker room. If you've never been there before, I'd highly recommend it. And I played in a bounty tournament. And this bounty tournament is a mystery bounty tournament. So what that means is when you make the money, which is usually the top 12% of players, so imagine that, right? You play all day, only the top 12% of people get paid in a tournament. Pretty brutal. But I made it to the top 12%, and I was able to eliminate someone. So I got this, it's called a bounty ticket. So I go to a drum and I pull out a $10,000 ticket, which was amazing. So hope you enjoy this video segment, and I'll report on the rest of this series here in the next clip.
I'm here at the Aria Poker Open, and this is the mystery bounty. And this is my first bounty. I got a bounty today, so let's see what I'm gonna get here. I'm all excited. Gonna open this up. Holy cow! Look at that!
$10,000! Wow, congratulations! Wow, good job.
Okay, so I pulled this bounty ticket. I'm feeling good. I'm running deep in the tournament, okay? And I actually finished 13th place, which I was really excited about. So I made pretty good money on the actual tournament, got the $10,000 bounty. So when you add it all up, it was a great outcome for me. The one thing though that I wanted to share is I had so many opportunities to win more bounties. I only got one bounty, which obviously I'm grateful for because it was $10,000. But I literally about 6 times, maybe 7 actually, where I went all in against players that had inferior holdings because they were down to the point where they had to go all in because they didn't have enough chips to sustain more blind levels. And it just didn't work out. Even though I was ahead, I could not get another bounty to save my life. But in the end, if someone would have told me before the tournament started that you're gonna pull a 10,000 bounty and you're gonna finish 13th, I would have been really happy. All right, so that was it for me for tournaments for this series. So I decided to end my World Poker Tour experience in 2024 in December with a really fun place to go. I went to the Venetian where I played a cash game, and you'll see how I did there. I'm actually playing a double board PLO bomb pot, so check that out.
Okay, so we're playing a double board
60,
bomb
80,
pot here.
90, 5, 7.
I scoop this player from the UK here.
You get
And then I
35
chop
back.
this gentleman over here for the main pot. But look at this hand here. Look at that hand. Like I flopped the nuts on the top, and I flopped top set. Unbelievable.
Okay, so this is my last video clip in terms of my experience at the World Poker Tour, and you're gonna see something that looks really good on there. It's Taco El Gordo. I highly recommend Taco El Gordo to anyone that ever visits Las Vegas. And by the way, I don't have any shares or stocks. I have no conflict of interest here. I just really love the place. They actually have some locations in California as well. In San Diego would be the closest one if you're in LA or if you're in Orange County. So I definitely would encourage you, you gotta go to Taco El Gordo. It's amazing. So this really concludes the video from my experience at the World Poker Tour in 2024 December. And now, since I'm here in Las Vegas, I'm starting the World Series of Poker tomorrow. And so similar to what you just saw, I'll be putting together some video segments to explain and document my experiences. And I'll be putting out some shorts. So if you love poker and you want to see how someone like me, who's not a professional poker player, but I just like to play the game, I have a passion for the game, continue to watch, and I really appreciate everyone's support.